Hi everyone and welcome to week 8. So in this week it's all about keys to learning how to learn. Keys to learn anything at all. It's very valuable. I just watched the week again for the second time and I'm reminding myself of the things that I have to do in my life in order to learn more, learn better, grow, and just develop. Yes. In this episode, I will go through the 4 stages of learning. Very important is the journey to mastery. And I will talk about myelin as the second thing, and as the third thing, I will talk about the 3 levels of understanding, like how you need to change something into a part of your identity. Yes. Okay, so let's start. First of all, Peter says you are born to catching your own ship, which relates to this feeling that you have your thing, your purpose, the thing that you are supposed to do in your life, and don't settle. Yeah, like a calling. Follow that voice inside, that voice that says, yes, you can do it. I really connected to this voice today and it was awesome. Every time I connect to this, I feel inspired, alive, hopeful, full of faith and enjoyment. And I want to ask you if you know what it is that your purpose is, your calling. Write it in the comment. And if not, do you feel this way sometimes? Write that in the comment. I would love to hear from you. Okay, so one book that Peter, he says, like, he's explaining about how the school system came to be. It was created to teach us how to follow rules. I'm not sure I'm saying this right right now, but something about teaching a mass how to behave to the new structures in society. So it was created to be able to control the main mass of people, which makes a lot of sense if you think about it. And we have just kept working with this model and it's not up to date anymore. Self-growth, self-development, think and grow rich, like stuff like that is not a part of being educated. You are learning how to remember stuff, how to do tests and work for others. And if that's not what you want, that's completely okay, and maybe then school is not for you. Yeah. So, the journey to mastery. How is it? It's 4 stages. It's learning how to learn. The first stage is unconscious incompetence. That means you don't even know what it is that you don't know. Like, if you want to learn a dance style, for instance, let's say tango, and you don't even know what tango is. You don't know what you don't know about it. You don't know the steps. You don't know the music. You don't know how incompetent you are, or you will be at it at first. So it's really, we have no idea about what it is that we don't know. That is stage number 1. Now comes stage number 2. that is the moment where you are consciously incompetent. It's the moment we all hate. It's where we are figuring out, okay, I don't know shit about this thing, and I know how much I don't know about this thing. Like, well, I have now learned how the steps work in tango, that I have to walk front and back and to the sides, and my heels have to be together all the time. I know that there's a frame that we are trying to keep. We're trying to hold each other in a certain way and embrace each other. I know that there are all these things to think about, but I am not capable of doing them yet. Like, I know how incompetent I am at this. Like when you're starting to learn a language and you know that there's so much more to learn, you don't feel comfortable speaking the language yet, you don't feel comfortable ordering a meal in a restaurant, you will just point at the picture because that's what we do. We tend to like kind of give up on this stage because we feel so uncomfortable. And that's because this stage is connected to the fear that we all have, the fear that we are not good enough. It's the primal fear of all human beings. I will talk more about that. Okay, so you are incompetent and you know how incompetent you are. Good, that's stage 2. Now stage 3 is conscious competence, meaning we are conscious about what we can do and we can kind of do it. So it's this moment where I'm in tango starting to do the movements and I feel okay, I know what I have to do and I have to think about it a lot. I am constantly thinking and being very conscious about what I am doing and when I have to do it, and I can do it, but I have to focus, yeah? It's like when you're starting to speak and you are actually quite good at it. That's my German right now, yeah? Like, I'm actually quite good at speaking German, but I still have to think quite a lot about the things I'm saying, how I'm saying them. Yeah. Then, stage 4 is unconscious competence. Super comfortable. It's the place where you don't have to think about it anymore. You can do it with your eyes closed. You're just doing it. It feels natural. You know what to do and you do it without having to put too much effort into it. That is the point of mastery. That's how I feel when I speak Danish, my mother tongue. I also quite a lot feel that when I speak English, which is very lucky for me because I use that language a lot. I also feel like that in bachata most of the time. In many dance styles, I feel like this, that I can just do it. I close my eyes, I enjoy the music, I just enjoy being there, and it's a bliss. Really is a bliss. Yeah. Then the question is, on which stage does people tend to quit? Obviously, it's stage 2 because you feel stupid, you feel incompetent, you don't feel good enough. Maybe it's really triggering your self-confidence and you're overwhelmed, confused, struggling. Yeah. And when we are learning a lot of things at the same time, what we tend to do is to not implement anything at all, not learn anything at all, because we get so overwhelmed. And that's a bit how it is in stage 2. But dare to stay in it. What is the thing that you are learning at the moment where you are in stage 2? I invite you to write it in the comment, and I will say, stick to it. Yeah, you can do it. Go through, you will get through this uncomfortable feeling. Dare to feel uncomfortable, be brave. There's nothing wrong with being stupid or being uncomfortable or incompetent. That is the second stage of learning. We all have to go through stage 1, 2, 3, 4 to learn something every single time. Stage 2 is there. So if you want to learn anything at all, I would say embrace feeling like that. I'm talking about myself. If I want to learn anything at all, I want to embrace that feeling of incompetence and know in myself that it's perfectly good. That it's actually good. I have to feel like that in order to learn something. It means I'm learning something. So maybe I can turn it around, and every time I recognize that I feel not good enough and incompetent, that is a sign that I'm learning something, and that is really what I want. Okay. Food for thought. What also is about this stage is the myelin. So myelin, if you imagine you're having a cord, an electricity cord, around that there will be plastic, right? Like we put that inside of plastic or other materials, I don't know exactly what it is. And we do that one for protection, but also to make the electricity go faster. It will go faster. And this we have in the brain. It's called myelin. So how intelligent we are is not about how big the brain is, but about how much myelin is produced in the different neurons. So every time you have a thought, you create a little bit of myelin. And if you keep having that same thought, you will make that pattern stronger. You will build more myelin, so the electrons can run faster inside your brain. And stage 2 is the stage where myelin is built 10 times faster than the other stages. Like, this will make you 30 to 50% faster in learning. So it's really awesome. Like, people looked at Einstein's brain and thought that they had to look at how big it is, but really it was what made his brain different than other people's brain was the amount of myelin. Yeah, he just had more myelin than other people. So let's be in stage 2 and build myelin for being faster at learning, coming faster to stage 4, feeling comfortable, unconscious, competence, and being more intelligent people. Yeah. Embrace the discomfort. I wrote it down. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is the 3 levels of understanding. Yes. First one, intellectual. You can very well know something, but it doesn't mean anything. Like, you can know on an intellectual level that it is not good to stay on your phone late at night, like I did yesterday evening, and I slept at like 3 o'clock, even though I had to get up at 7. Not very clever. Intellectually, I know that sleep is important and will make my day better, and yeah, I should sleep and not be on my phone. Okay. And that did not make me make a different choice. Not at all. It simply doesn't change anything to know it intellectually. So, you have to go to another level. And that is the emotional understanding. Once you have an emotional understanding of something, you will be able to change it. It's that point where you were like, wow, okay, I get it. So how can I build on this example? Okay, I guess it could be I'm so much on my phone that I don't get any sleep, that I fell asleep walking across the street and almost got hit by a car. Or maybe I did get hit by a car. Okay, let's say that. That's really like, whoa, okay, Jesus, I'm falling asleep and I'm being a danger to myself and to other people. Whoo, it's emotional, it's getting inside. Wow, okay, I gotta change something. Like, I can't continue like this. I might die. That's really bad. So now I get it. I understand that I have to change. And it will get the drive going. Yeah. But it's not enough. You have to get to the last level if you really want change to be permanent. Or I have to go to the last level if I really want to change this. And that level is a cellular, like a cellular level of understanding. That's like the identity, meaning I would have to shift my identity from someone who takes the liberty at night to be on my phone into I am a person who values my sleep and puts away my phone when I go to bed. Like, I would have to get that into my identity. When I get it into my identity, then the change will really, really happen. Just like if I was a smoker, that's a part of my identity and I would keep smoking. And if I get to the level like where I have quit, I'm a smoker who quit, I'm still relying on willpower, and willpower will run empty at some point. So I would have to change my identity from a smoker who quit to non-smoker. I am a non-smoker. So when you get offered a cigarette, it's like, no, thank you, because I am a non-smoker. If I'm a smoker who quits, there's going to be this pulling, like, I want, but I'm not supposed to. It's willpower. It's endless, super tiring. So I would have to change it into my identity. Yes. Let's see if I can do that. Like, I am a person who values my sleep a lot, and I guess I would have to change it to I don't take my phone to the bed. I'm a person who doesn't take my phone to the bed. Oof, I'm not sure I'm ready to embrace that, but it would be cool. So, what is the thing that you want to change, and how do you think you could go from intellectual understanding to emotional understanding, and lastly the cellular understanding, where it's part of your identity. Write about it. I would really like to hear about it. And see how it goes. Tell me. And so Peter ends this talk by just asking some questions. When it comes to business, what is your identity? Because identity is like the most powerful force in a human. Do you see yourself as a millionaire or as someone who is broke? Do you see yourself as someone who is committed to learning and willing to embrace looking stupid, incompetent, not good enough, and all of the emotions people run from, and all of the emotions that people run from, because you know what's on the other side? Are you that person who are willing to embrace feeling uncomfortable and all of that because you know that on the other side is mastery? Or what kind of person are you? I want to be a person who is willing to embrace uncomfortable feelings in order to learn and grow, because I know what's on the other side. Okay, today it was a bit shorter. I'm very happy about that. I hope you enjoyed it a lot. Love to everybody. I hope you learn. Please share in the comments with me anything you learn, your thoughts, your feelings, the questions that I ask. Go check out the course if you want. It's in the description, the description below. Yeah, lots of love. Bye.